Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Learning Physics with Bhavya ma'am. Today we are going to learn numericals based on Coulomb's law. So we know that according to Coulomb's law, force between any 2 point charges placed in A separated by distance r is given by the relation F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by r square. Right? So based on this, we are going to study some numericals. So where if they may ask to calculate the force between two charges. So charges are given and the distance between them is given, right? So you are asked to find the force between two charges. So you are using this formula where K you know 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, you have to substitute this number. Okay, and the SI unit is how much? It is Newton meter square per coulomb square. Okay, or you may ask to calculate what is the distance between two charges if force is given. Okay, force value is given and two charges are also given. Then by that time you are using same relation. Okay, you can rearrange for r square. So here k q1 q2 divided by f. After calculating this, then take square root of this number. Then you are going to get the answer for r. R is the distance between two charges. Okay. Or they may give the distance between two charges and force between them is given. You are asked to calculate the charges. Okay. So the two identical charges are placed at certain distance and there exists a force. Coulomb force is given. Then what is the charges? What are those two charges? So you are asked to calculate the identical charges. Then also you are using say relation, right? So using this relation you can calculate charges. Okay, you can calculate these two charges. Let us solve these numericals one by one. What is the force between two small charged spheres having charges 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb placed 30 centimeter in air? Please note down the question. So you are asked to find the force between two small charged sphere. Both the spheres are having charges 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. Okay, so these two are the charges. They are separated by a distance of how much? The distance is 30 centimeter and placed in air. Two charges are placed in air medium. First, let us write the given data. Okay. So, what is given? The charges are given. Q1 is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. Coulomb is a SI unit. Q2 is 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. And the distance between them is given as 30 centimeter. So it is not in SI system, it is given in CGS. Since coulomb is in SI system, we need to convert this into meter. So centimeter is CGS. Let us convert to meter. 30 into, how to convert centimeter to meter? Centi means it is 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. 1 over 100. So divide 30 by 100. So 10. So 30 centi means 10 to the power 200. So that is 30 into 10 to the power. When it goes to numerator, it becomes 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay. The question is, what is the force between these two charged spheres? So you have to find out the force among two spheres. So how to calculate force? Force between them. So either the force is force exerted on second charge due to first, right? Or force exerted on first due to second. Force on first due to second. So Coulomb's law states that these two forces are always equal. Both the charges, here you can see that both are like charges, right? So both are positive, like charges. They repel each other. They repel each other with same force. Force between two charged particle is always same, right? So you are calculating the magnitude of force here. So direction is not required. In this problem, they asked to find the force between two charged particles only. The magnitude is enough. So you are calculating F21 and F12. Both are same. So let us consider it as F. Okay. Now let us use Coulomb's law from Coulomb's law. What is the formula? F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So let us substitute here. This 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. Q2 is 3 into 10 to the power minus 7. And distance between them is 30 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. Now, first let us write F is equal to, I'll just multiply the integer first. 9 into 2 into, sorry, here R square, so square it. 9 into 2 into 3 divided by 3, I'll consider only the number 3, square it, so it is 9. Okay, 9. Now I'll multiply all the powers. Okay, so you know that multiplying the power means you have to add the power, right? So if the base is same, base is 10, then add all the powers. 9 minus 7 minus 7, and here you write, see, this is 10 to the power minus 2, and here there is 10 to the power 1. 30 means 3 into 10, 10 to the power 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 square, minus 1 square is minus 2. When minus 2 goes to numerator, it becomes plus 2. Plus 2. Okay. So I'll write here F is equal to 9 and 9 get cancelled. The common term which get cancelled, 2 3s are 6 into 10 to the power. See, 9 minus 7 is 2. Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? And 4 minus 7 is minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3. Or you can add these negative terms, that is minus 7 is minus 14. Okay. Minus 14 plus 2 is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 9 is minus 3. Right? So, what is the SI unit of force? It is Newton. So, this is the answer, and these two charges exert force on each other. What type of force it is? So, both are positive charges. That's why the force is repulsive in nature. It is repulsive. Is it clear for you? So when two like charges are placed close to each other at a distance of 30 centimeter in air, there is a force of 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton, and that force is repulsive. Let's note down the second question. The electrostatic force on a small sphere of charge 0.4 microcoulomb due to another small sphere of charge minus 0.8 microcoulomb in air is 0.2 Newton. Right? Electrostatic force between two charges are 0.2 Newton. The questions are like this. The first one, A. What is the distance between two spheres? So you have to find the distance between the two spheres, and also the force between same two spheres when they are brought in contact and then replaced in their original position. The second question is, what is the force on the second sphere due to the first? All right. Yes. Now let us solve this question. So what is given here? There are two charges. One is charged spheres. Q1 is zero point 0.4 microcoulomb, which is positive. Second charged sphere is having charge minus 0.8 microcoulomb. Right? Now, see, observe here. One is positive, another one is negative. What kind of force exists between them? It is attractive force. So force on first 0.4 microcoulomb is a smallest charge, right? So force on first due to second is given as 0.2 Newton. Then what is the distance between them? So let us write the given data. Q1 is 0.4 microcoulomb. Q2 is minus 0.8 microcoulomb. Now let us use from Coulomb's law. Force, what is the expression? K Q1 Q2 by R square. Right? So you have to calculate R square. So let us rearrange for R square is equal to constant Q1 Q2 divided by force. So you can write here F12 because they have given force on first due to second. Substituting, constant is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Charges are given as 0.4. Micro is 10 to the power minus 6. And Q2 is, though it is minus, here while substituting you have to write only magnitude. In Coulomb's law statement, we are writing the statement like this. The product force between two charges is directly proportional to product of magnitude of charges. That means we are not taking this sign into consideration. While writing, the sign is not considered. Is this clear for you? Okay. So we are just writing 0.8 microcoulomb. Please remember this always. Okay. So when you are moving to study second chapter, so you will get confused. So please remember this. In this first lesson, we are calculating the force. For that, we are not writing the negative sign. Okay. Negative, because of negative sign, we came to know what is a direction. Since they are, see here, this is positive, this is negative. That's why there exists a, unlike charges attracts means there exists attractive force. Right, student? There exists a attractive force. Now, that means this will be the direction of force on second charge due to first. Right? So, the first charge attracts the second in this direction. Similarly, second charge attracts the first towards it. Right? So, this will be the direction of force on first due to second. So, because of sign, we come to know what is a direction of force, what is the nature of force. But while substituting, we are not taking this sign into consideration. Whereas in second lesson, in potential chapter, you have to take that sign. Okay. Please remember this always. Okay. While solving, you have to be careful. So if you are solving force, electric field or force, if you are in first lesson, then you should not write negative sign here. When you are solving the numerical in second chapter, then you have to write sign. Okay. Yes. Now here constant we have written, all these Q1 Q2 is substituted, divided by force. Force is 0.2 Newton. Right. First, let us write only the number. So, R square is equal to, one number is 9, second is 4, and next is 8 divided by 2. Okay. Now, let us write. So, I have removed the decimal point here. I have considered only the number. Now, I'll write the power of 10. The power of 10, first one is 9. Next one is, look at here carefully. See here 0.4 means it is 0.4 can be written as 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 6 is 4 into 10 to the power minus 1, right? So here there is one decimal point, right? So that means it is 4 into 10 to the power minus 1 into 10 to the power minus, 6, minus 6. So which will be 4 into 10 to the power minus 1 minus 6 means you need to add these two. Minus 1 minus 6 becomes minus 7. Similarly, my 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 6 is 8 into 10 to the power minus 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. So, which will be 8 into 10 to the power minus 7. Is this clear, student? Okay. Similarly, 0.2 can be written as 2 into 10 to the power minus 1. Okay. Now, I'll substitute everything here. So, I have written here 4 already. So, then power is minus 7. I'll write here. Okay. So, we know that whenever there is a multiplication, then power, we need to add the powers, right? So, one is minus 7 is over. Next one is another minus 7. I'll write here next minus 7. And one more is this minus 1. It was already in the denominator. When I write in the numerator, it becomes plus 1. Right? So when it goes to numerator, it becomes plus 1. Is it clear? Shall I rub this? Please note down all this. I'll rub this now. Okay. Now, r square is 2 ones are 2 twos are. Okay. So if you multiply this, 9 twos are 18, 18 eights are 144. Right? Minus 4. Right? So now let us take the square root of this. Square root of 144 into 10 to the power minus 4. And we know that this 144 is a square of 12. So therefore r is 12 and 10 to the power minus 4 square root is, we know that square root is nothing but half, right? So therefore 10 to the power minus 4 square root is half. So you have to say here minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. So therefore 10 to the power minus 2. Right? So 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 is the answer. 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Is it clear, student? Or you can also write like this. R is equal to 12. 10 to the power minus 2, when it goes to denominator, it is 10 to the power 2 is 100. 12 by 100 is 0.12 meter. Right? So, like this, you have to calculate the distance between two charges, 0.12 meter. Okay, so there is one sub question in this. So, if these two are, you have to calculate the force between same two spheres when they are brought in contact and then replaced in their original position. So when these two comes in contact, then what happens? We know that when two conductors comes in contact with each other, then the total charges are shared among themselves. See, here what happens? We know that charges are always remains on the surface of the conductor. When you brought these two conductors in contact, the charges finds easy path for its flow, right? So charges flows everywhere here, right? Because conductor allows charges to flow through it easily. So then the total charges are shared among these two conductors. So first we need to calculate the net charge. How much? What is the total charge? When these two spheres comes in contact, during contact, what is the charge? Net charge is 0.4 plus minus 0.8. Okay. Microcoulomb is common, right? Okay. So here 0.4 minus plus of minus is 0.4 plus of minus is minus 0.8 microcoulomb. So 0.4 minus 0.8 is minus 0.4 microcoulomb. It is a net charge. Okay. Now, so here they are in contact. Okay, they are in contact. When they are in contact, the total charges are distributed among the two spheres. So we find out the net charge minus 0.4 microcoulomb. Now you separate that two charged spheres. Separate them. Okay, so then once again both the spheres are having charges, right? So both will be having charges. Now once if you separate these two, then what is a charge? So let us consider the new charge of this sphere is q1 dash and new charge of this sphere is q2 dash. So how to calculate q1 and q2 dash? So new charge can be calculated like this. We know that when two spheres comes in contact, the total charge is shared among two spheres. That means we need to calculate q1 dash and q2 dash like this. They are equal. Since they are shared means both the spheres are having equal charges, which is equal to q net by 2. Is it clear, students? Any confusion? When two conductors comes in contact, the total charges are equally shared among two conductors. Okay. So Q1, Q2 are equal. Q1 dash and Q2 dash are charges on this spheres. Okay. New charges on this spheres. So how much it is? Q1 dash, Q2 dash is equal to Q net, which is minus 0.4 microcoulomb divided by 2, that is minus 0.2 microcoulomb. Just look at this number. Earlier, what was the charge on the first sphere? It is positive, right? The first sphere was having charge 0.4 microcoulomb. The second sphere was having excess of negative charge minus 0.8 microcoulomb. Now what happens? Both will be having negative charge. Once they comes in contact, actually I should write negative here, right? So this is negative minus, okay? Anyhow, so which is not required for us. So when two are comes in contact, the total charges are shared among two spheres, and now both will be having negative charge. So I'll write negative here. Diagram is not required, simply I've drawn. So this is negative. Both the spheres are having negative charges minus 0.2 microcoulomb. The question is, what is a new force between two spheres, right? So let us use the formula. F is equal to, I'll write it as F dash, okay? F dash is a new force between these two spheres, which is constant q1 dash, q2 dash, and the distance is same because both the spheres are placed at same distance. Okay, after they comes in contact, the total charges are shared among these two spheres and they are separated by same distance. Now they are placed in original position. Since they have placed in original position, the distance between two are same. Is this clear? Okay, now let us substitute 9 into 10 to the power 9, and the charges are same. As I mentioned already, we should not write negative sign. We need to write only the number 0.2, which appears 2 times, right? 0.2 microcoulomb. Both are having same means let us write square here, okay? 0.2 into 0.2, okay? 0.2 square divided by r. What is the distance? Already we calculated the distance as 0.12. So 0.12 whole square, right? So after calculating, so f dash is equal to 9 into 2 square. 2 square is 4 divided by 12 square is 144, and the power is 10 to the power 9, and here there is 0.2 is 2 into 10 to the power minus 1, minus 6 is minus 7, square is minus 14. Minus 14, and here 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 square is minus 4, becomes plus 4. Okay, plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13 minus 14. 13 minus 14 is minus 1. So after calculating, we'll come to know that f dash is how much? Yes, it is 0.025 Newton. 0.025 Newton. Okay. Let us go to the next question in that B, second one. Force on the second sphere due to the first sphere. So here F12 is a force on first sphere due to second, which is how much? 0.2 Newton, which is already given. The question is, what is the force on second sphere due to the first sphere? Okay, so force on second due to first. How to calculate? Let us use this formula, Q1 Q2 divided by R square. So substituting 9 into 10 to the power 9, Q1 and Q2 are 0.4 microcoulomb, 0.8 microcoulomb divided by R square is 144 into 10 to the power minus 4. 144 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. On solving, we come to know that F21 is 0.2 Newton. Right? So, you know that whenever there are two charges, either like charges or unlike charges, there exists a force, Coulomb force, right? Electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion. That two forces are always equal in magnitude. Okay, equal in magnitude. So therefore, so they have already given what the force on first sphere due to second sphere is 0.2 Newton. Then what is the force on second due to first? It will be 0.2 Newton only. Okay, students, let us move to the third question based on Coulomb's law. The question is like this. Two identical charges repel each other with a force equal to 10 milligram weight when they are 0.6 meter apart in air. G value is given as 10 meter per second square. The value of each charge is, what is the value of each charge? So as I mentioned here, they have given force and the distance between two charges. Distance between two identical charges are given. What do you mean by identical charges? Identical charges. See, the point charges are identical, means they are like charges and having same size. Okay, same size, like charges. Both are positive or both are negative, like charges, right? So the distance between them is given as 0.6 meter and there exists a force of repulsion. So, sorry, there exists a force of repulsion, right? Force of repulsion. How much? The force of repulsion is 10 milligram weight. First, let us write force on first due to second or force on second due to first is 10 milligram weight. Till now you write force as Newton, right? But here they have given in terms of milligram weight. See, we know that 1 kg weight is 9.8 Newton or 1 gram weight is 9.8 Newton that we have studied last year. Now, how to convert milligram to gram? So, here you have to write force, both the forces are equal to, let us consider it as F. 10 milligram can be written as 10 to the power minus 3 and 1 gram weight is 9.8. In the place of G, you have to write 9 point, here in this problem they have given instead of 9.8, 10. So let us write 10 Newton, right? G value is given as 9 point, G value is, no, you know that it is 9.8 Newton, but here they have given meter per second square. Here in this problem they have given it as 10 meter per second square. That's why you have to write in a place of gram weight, you write 10 Newton. Okay, 10. Because 1 gram weight is 9.8 Newton if G is 9.8. So here it is given as 10 meter per second square. Therefore 1 gram weight is 10 Newton, right? So what is this? 10 into 10, see 100, that is 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 2 minus 10 to the power minus 3 is minus 1 Newton. So now you are asked to calculate the charges. Both are equal, right? Identical means both are equal charges. Okay. Now, use Coulomb's law. Constant Q1, Q2, they are equal. So, I'll write Q1, Q2 divided by R square. So, here, force constant Q square by R square, right? Q square by R square. Now, I'll rearrange for Q square. Q square is equal to F into R square divided by K. Okay. So q square is equal to f. What is the value of f? 10 to the power minus 1 into r. R is 0.6, that is 6 into 10 to the power minus 1. Square it. 6 into 10 to the power minus 1 square divided by k. K value is 9 into 10 to the power 9. 9 into 10 to the power 9. So q square is, here you can write 10 to the power minus 1. First I'll write the decimals. Okay, so here first I'll write the power of 10. And 10 to the power minus 1 square is 10 to the power minus 2. I'll write here minus 2. And this 10 to the power 9 when goes to numerator, it becomes minus 9. Is this clear? Okay. Into 6 into 6 divided by 9. Right? Is this clear, students? 6 into 6 divided by 9. So now here let us simplify this further. Divided by 3. See, it is common for 3. So 3 2s are 3 3s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So 2 into 2. Q square is 4 into 10 to the power. Look at this number. Minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10. Minus 2 is minus 12. 4 into 10 to the power minus 12. Or Q is equal to square root of this 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Square root of 4 is 2 and square root of minus 12. So that means you divided this number by 2. Okay, square root is nothing but what is a power? Square root means power is half. So divide this number by 2. Okay, 12 by 2 is minus 6. So charge is 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Okay, this was asked in CET in 2007. In CET, this question was asked. So you can expect this type of question in CET competitive exams as well as in board paper, right? So Q charge of both the spheres are same, they are identical. So how much it is? 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, which can be written as 2 microcoulomb. 2 microcoulomb. So these are the numericals based on Coulomb's law. So in next video we'll solve the numericals based on system of charges or multiple charges, right? So if there are number of charges, then how to find out the force among the charges? Let us discuss in next video. Till then, go through all these questions. Okay, if there is any doubt, please comment below. Okay, thanks for watching.